All right, welcome to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University for this matchup between the SaberCats of Maranatha and the Eagles of Judson University. Looking forward to a game on campus here. We got another one on Saturday, and that will be the conclusion of the season for the men's volleyball team. It has been a season of ups and downs. Lots of struggles this season with an unpredictable, sparse schedule, mixed in with frequent long-traveled road trips. It's been very difficult for this team to get into its rhythm, but they look to right the ship tonight. In a 7-game span, Maranatha played 4 teams that appeared in the NAIA Top 25 ranking nationally, and that is tough for these young men. They played number 14 Goshen, number 9 Indiana Tech, Trinity Christian, number 11 St. Xavier last Saturday. That is a strong schedule. Tonight, a couple of young men pressed into action on an unusual basis. Jordan Hoffman is a starter this evening. A couple of guys that are unavailable for tonight's game, usual heavy contributors, Peyton Warner and Steve Wagner, who's the normal libero. And so tonight, stepping in with big shoes to fill is number 1, Drew Smith. So your starters are James Rossiter and Taylor Defoe, along with Joel Smith and Philip Holbrook on the front line, Isaac McKee, Jordan Hoffman in the back. And for the Eagles, starting off with service, Tom Krasinski. Taps the tape on the way by, handled, middle attack by Holbrook off the block, and the SaberCats draw first blood. Into the game quickly, Tyler Laycock will replace Joel Smith. And back to serve, James Rossiter. James sought me out this week to let me know that those are not, in fact, neckties that they have tied around their heads. So I do apologize for that misunderstanding. As that hit handled off the block, free ball over by Defoe. Now attack, dug again by Rossiter, but on the overpass, the kill is put down, and Judson is on the board. Holloway into the game for Rossiter. Blasing, back to serve. Nice serve into the back row, handled by Holloway. Jump set behind him, and Holbrook puts it down. Is there a touch? No touch. And that ball sails out of bounds, just barely. He went line, it was a good play. The block was fooled, but he couldn't get it to go. Blazing now with his second serve. Ahead to McKee, goes line. Dug out, back set. 15's their leading scorer, that's Javier Arugan. Middle hit into the block, can't get it up. And Judson will score again. They lead 3-1. Arreguin leads the Eagles with 187 kills on the season. Compare that to Holbrook, the team leader for the SaberCats, with 115 kills on the season. Checking in for the SaberCats, Valeria, the front row of duties, as Hoffman takes a seat. Holbrook back to serve. Strong serve into the net, ace. Just how he planned it. Holbrook too strong, and that one falls out of bounds. But the score, the gap is narrowed. And back to serve now for the Eagles, Trevor Kozlowski. McKee with a middle attack into the block. Nice kill. A little uncertainty there whether the ball went through and over. But the referees confer and confirm SaberCats point in a tie ball game at 4. Joel Smith, nice serve into the back row, handled nicely. Set to the left side. Now Holbrook, back row attack. Nice dig by the SaberCats. Miss hit. McKee wasn't sure if he should dive or try to kick it. Valeria was there, but it falls harmlessly in between them. And after a good rally, the Eagles score the point. 2 strong kills that time, or attempted kills by 15. Our gain. Now back to serve. Jesser, Raton. Defoe goes on 2. Middle set. Blocked by Valeria, and they get the point. Strong at the net that time, Valeria. Brick wall. Rossiter checks in for Holloway. McKee back to serve for the SaberCats. Tie score at 5. Like to see him get more than just one and done here. Let's see if we can string a few together. McKee floats it across. Tight set. Valeria puts it up. Now back row attack for Smith. Too strong out of bounds. Rossiter puts one down. Nice attack that time. It all started with a good pass from Smith, and Rossiter was right there on time, and nobody was there to stop him. Now Hoffman back. Serving at 6. Puts it in bounds. Outside. Tough angle. And Hoffman gets the point. The SaberCats take the lead for the first time in this match. Coach Delosier with a little pointer here on the serve. See if Hoffman corrects the trajectory. Actually gets a little worse, and that one sails out of bounds. Coach Delosier just had a feeling that he was a little off on his mechanics. He tried to do a little mid-course correction for him, but to no avail. It's all right, he'll dial it in. Tough serve. McKee handles it. Defoe's there, but it's blocked. Now McKee tries to strategically place it, but it's handled. Side row attack, uses the block, and Jamison Blazing gets the kill. Noah McConville with a service error, and now Defoe takes the duties. Tied up at 8. Nice serve, tight pass. Jumped over the setter to get the kill. That was an athletic play by Trevor Kozlowski. His setter dove to the floor and he jumped right over him, trying to attack that tight set. And the SaberCats had no answer. Nice serve, overpass, killed. Trevor Kozlowski. That overpass gives the offensive attack their easiest possible duty. Rossiter with a nice attack, but it's dug. Left-handed attack now. McKee digs it out. Defoe scrambles for the set. Smith brings it across. Tight set. The block was there, but they blocked it out of bounds. And Tom Krasinski continues to serve very strong for the Judson Eagles. Krasinski, a junior from Romeoville, Illinois. Got a little under that one, a little off that pace. Tap to the floor. They say he got it. No, they're going to say that hit the floor. And Rossiter gets another kill. He'll go back to serve, down 2 here in the first set. Laycock checks back into the front line. Rossiter floats one across, middle attack, stuffed. Back in my day, that'd have been a carry. Nowadays, they let them grab it, double clutch between the legs, around the back, and then throw it down. Anything goes. Back to serve, Jamison blazing. McKee, nice pass, back set. Holbrook is there for the kill. Everything starts with a good pass. Well done. Had a good conversation with Coach Delosier this week as we talked about the strategy and what went wrong against St. Xavier. What did they do to get us out of our game? And she said, you know, honestly, they didn't do anything. We did it to ourselves. But she said the one thing she noticed is that the passing had been much improved from the early point in this season. So we'll look to continue and build on that this evening. And so far, the passing's been pretty good. Nice attack by Arugin. Dug out. Nice job by Defoe, and the team gets it up. But unfortunately, the attack is there. And ultimately, the Eagles put it away. Trevor Kozlowski back once again, says a quick prayer as he gets ready to serve. Boy, that ball dove to the floor. I'm going to say Holloway didn't get there in time. Double hit. And the ace for Krasinski. I'm sorry, Kozlowski. Kozlowski, a freshman from New Lenox. Overpass, punished. And the Eagles up by 5 now, 15-10. Cross-court set to Valeria, into the block. McKee handles the duties. Now back to him, floats it across. Arugin off of Holbrook's face and out of bounds. I think it was off his face. Got to get a little better with that directional contact off the nose. Keep that ball in bounds. Smith from the corner, dug out. Arugin into the net. Attack error for him. The SaberCats now trail by 5. Joel Smith back to serve. How about a couple of aces here, Joel? It's a nice serve, but it's handled by the libero. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Oh, come on. And number 2, Jesser Raton. Junior from Bensonville, Illinois. Slaps it across. Defoe, quick set to McKee. No block. Setter goes on 2 and gets the kill. Those setters will do that to you every once in a while, just to keep you honest. Tom Krasinski gets credit for that kill. And Raton back to serve his second time, slaps it across. Defoe sets Valeria into the block, dug out by his foot. We're going to say no. Double hit. I'm not sure why or where. Judson coach says the blocking attack was a double hit. So the kick was fine, the block was a double hit. And McKee back to serve, down by 6. Arugin, dug by Smith. Now back row attack by Smith, nicely. Middle hit, dunked. Well, he's a big guy. 24, Joshua Santos, 6'5" senior from Portland, Oregon. He got on top of that ball and threw it down well inside the 10-foot line. The SaberCats had no answer. Quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
I was invited to a discussion group about history and literature and philosophy, and I thought, I don't want to just study one thing, I want to study a little of English and history and all of those other things.
One of the biggest reasons that I love the humanities program is because of the professors. Their investment in the students has been one of the biggest impacts in my life. I think the flexibility is something that's really special. You can pretty much choose whatever classes that you're interested in.
I can find classes that go together and make my own path forward.
The job opportunities are only limited to your imagination and your work ethic.
You're not just learning the content, you're learning to be a critical thinker and a problem solver and a listener. And that's something that employers are really looking for, because there's never too many people who can think critically and listen to other people.
And we are back with Eric Gain back at the line, leading 19-12. He is their leading scorer and stays in the ballgame to run the back line as well. Nice hit that time by Rossiter, and he gets the kill. Valeria, a rare service opportunity. Normally he subs out for Jordan Hoffman, but after Hoffman with the service error, Coach Delosier left Valeria in, and her faith was not rewarded. 2013 now. SaberCats find themselves down by 7. Long cross-court set. Gave the block too much time to set up, and Holbrook couldn't get it through. Into the ball game for the first time for the Eagles, Brian Robinson, senior from Evanston, Illinois. And he is a big dude, 6'8" in the middle. Rossiter goes quick, defeats the block, and then Defoe is there to pound it home. He likes that one. He said, man, there was nobody within 10 feet of him. The block was confused, didn't see it coming. And Taylor Defoe gave him a knuckle sandwich. Defoe slams one across. Middle attack. Too easy. Smith pounds it down off the block, but it's dug. Middle hit. And Robinson slams it across. He didn't even have to jump. Must be nice to be that tall. Just reach over the net, flat-footed. Little confusion here on the substitutions as number 6 checks in. Holbrook digs it. Defoe runs under it. Smith attacks. Handled in the middle. Off the block. Somebody's in the net. And it's the SaberCats. Game point. Or is it 23? Nope, the score's already been updated. SaberCats trail 14-23 here in the first. Krasinski serves that one out of bounds. Got a little bit on the side of his hand, and he swerved it out of bounds. Back to serve now, Rossiter. And Rossiter gives it right back. Game point now for the Eagles as Holloway checks into the back line. McKee digs it up. Now back to him. Off the block. Up, over. I think he attacked that twice. Yes, he did. You can't poke at it and then also dig it. You can passively block it, but if you attack the ball, that counts as one of your hits. And that's exactly what he did. So with the clarification, the SaberCats stave off game point here in the first set. And Holbrook back to serve. Slaps it across. Nice serve Caught them napping, but they just got there in time. Middle hit, quick one. Back set now, out of bounds. Was there touch? Yep, Valeria touched it. He claimed he touched it, but did they see him claim that he touched it? And at this point, maybe it doesn't matter. Holbrook says, give me one more chance here. Slaps it across. Little roller over the top. Now back to Valeria. Goes line and gets the kill. I'm with Valeria on that one. If it's your responsibility to admit that you touched it, it's not your responsibility to make sure they saw you admit it. And just let her go at that point. Quick in the middle now. Marugin puts it away for game point. And that is the first set. Judson Eagles win it 25-18. We'll take a quick break and then come back and check out the first set stat leaders as the Eagles lead 1-0.
Nursing is a great profession to me because I think it's one of the best ways to show Christ's love. It's a tangible way to show Christ's love. Even if you don't get any appreciation right then and there, you get to go home every day knowing that you made a difference. And I think that's what makes nursing so great.
Choosing nursing, I do believe, is a calling, but there's just something that's very intimate about the relationship between a nurse and a patient.
I was able to pray with a patient the other day and tell him, you know, God does love you. And his face just started to glow and he just started crying and he said, I needed to hear that.
There was a patient just this year and I remember just telling her that right now we need to do what we need to do to make you feel better so that you can go home. And I remember just leaving that day remembering this is why I want to do this job.
As a freshman coming into nursing, we've actually created a new course. Typically, we don't see nursing students until the junior year, and so we've created a new course in the freshman year to help you feel a part of the nursing program.
The classes in themselves are hard. There's so much information to know, and that information is so vital to know because we're taking care of people.
And that's what makes it worth it. It's coming back to school at the end of clinical and knowing that I am making that difference in people's lives.
One of the most key special elements about Maranatha's nursing program is the emphasis that we place on mentoring our students.
We want to get to know our students and help them be successful in what God has called them to do.
I've talked to them on several occasions about things outside of the classroom, some things I was struggling with, and they are quick to help their students.
The community is pretty special. It's got a tight bond because we spend so much time together. We get to know each other pretty well.
You experience things in the hospital settings that other students on the campus cannot relate to. Our school actually has a very good success rate with placing students. We have several students already who have jobs even prior to graduation. We've had students graduate and go into clinic settings. We've had students graduate, go directly into hospital intensive care units, and we've had students that have graduated and gone overseas. So there's many opportunities in nursing, and our students are well equipped to handle it.
And we are back for the second set. Maranatha stayed with the Eagles of Judson University for a little bit there in the first set. I think it was tied up at 8. But then a couple of service errors and a couple of quick plays, and the Eagles took the lead. And it was all history after that. Here in the first set, 2 kills for McKee, 2 for Rossiter, 2 for Holbrook, and 1 for Defoe. Arreguin led the Eagles as usual with 5 kills. Kozlowski with a couple, as did Robinson and Wallen. And here we are, 1 down already in tonight's action. Back to serve for the SaberCats, Defoe. Quick middle hit, handled by Defoe. Boy, he covered some territory to get to that dig. Another quick hit off the McKee's knee. Say that 10 times fast. He was there. That was a creative attempt at a dig there. I'm not sure I would have thought of that, but the Eagles go up 1-0. Rossiter with a cross-court attack. Nifty little move. That one comes off the antenna, and the SaberCats will take the point. So I've been assured that these are not, in fact, neckties that these SaberCats players have tied around their heads. James Rossiter was quick to point that out to me this week in a point of clarification. But he did not explain to me exactly what it is, so that leaves only a few remaining theories on what in the world this could possibly be about. It's not neckties. Since the dress code change, they've been falling into disuse. I figured they'd found a new use for them. So now I don't know how to explain exactly this fashion choice. But maybe by Saturday's last home game, I'll be provided with an explanation, and we won't have to speculate. Back row attack by Defoe. Back set, left-handed attack, off the block, dug out by Hoffman. Now Holloway awkwardly, but effectively puts it through, and they free ball it across. Now Aragine dug out by Hoffman, and Holbrook's attack is touched by the blockers, and the SaberCats tie it up at 2. Now Holbrook back to serve. A little bit of a smaller lineup right now for the Eagles. They've got some big dudes, but they are not on the floor right now. Instead, you've got a couple of 6-footers here in the front line. Holbrook screams one across. Oh, complete mishit by Voda, a freshman from DeKalb. Off of his, oh, that was Kozlowski, actually. Correction. Off the side of his hand, but it ended up working. Fooled everyone in the gym, himself included. Oh, a little left-handed poke. The set wasn't tall enough to attack with his right hand, so he pushed it across with the left, and Santos with a creative kill gives the Eagles a 2-point edge here in the second set. Service error, gives the side out. Smith checks back in. Laycock takes a seat. Unavailable for the SaberCats on this evening are Warner, who normally gives them some solid minutes. Fatma, who has a big presence inside normally. And Wagner, they're very reliable liberos. So tonight's libero is actually Drew Smith, but he has not seen a whole lot of action. They've been kind of going with their 6 on the floor in standard rotations. Smith not running in and out, only on certain scenarios. And so the SaberCats are a little short-handed and somewhat outmanned so far this evening. Back to serve, Jesser Ratone. Defoe back sets from McKee. Middle hit. Santos puts it down. That's a tough assignment to block Santos in the middle. He's got all the options available at that point. And he how tall is he? 6'5" in the middle. That's a tough assignment. Smith digs it out. Back row attack, dinks it across. Ratone is there. He needs to know, get out of the way. Oh, a little mishit. McKee almost got that to go. Defoe with a single-handed block attempt. McKee throws it down, and that's going to count as a kill. And the SaberCats narrow the margin to 2. Special thanks to Caitlin Morrison, producing tonight's broadcast up in the booth. Had the privilege of calling many of her games at the SaberCats women's basketball team. Setter goes across on 2, and Krasinski gets himself another kill. Anytime there's a tight pass, watch out, those setters have mean intentions. Most of the time they assist, but when they get a chance to get on the scoreboard themselves, they seldom pass up the opportunity. Valeria with a strong attack, but it's dug out by Aragine. Defoe back sets for Rossiter, reaches back with the left and throws it across. Tight set, and the block is there. Defoe knows how to handle that one. That tight set gives them nowhere to go, and the block did its job. Now Hoffman checks in to serve. Let's see if Coach Delosier has got the mechanics worked out. Hoffman is a specialist back from the service line. This one's in, nicely done. Tough serve to handle. And the block gets it done. Block again, but this time it gets through, and Smith can't get there in time. Bad pass that time, but it's tracked down. Attacked across by Hoffman, believe it or not. Nicely done. Off the block. Nice block that time. Now a long cross-court set. See if the block can get there. No. Double hit. And Taylor Defoe back to serve. Defoe is a graduate student. Decided to stick around and play out his final year of eligibility. As it turns out, this season doesn't count for eligibility, so maybe we can talk him into coming back for like a 6th season. I don't know. Why not? What else you got to do in life? Nice dig by Hoffman. And Holbrook is there. That was a beauty. And the Judson coach wants a timeout to talk it over as the SaberCats draw the margin to 1 here in the second set.
You don't know your future, but we do know where you can begin. Start here at Maranatha Baptist University.
Quick shout out to the SaberCats softball team. First time back in action in 2 years. Last year's season truncated, aborted prematurely by the COVID shutdown. It happened this week, actually, last year. And their first time back out on the diamond, in fact, their first time on the diamond, got 2 victories against North Central in a doubleheader last Saturday. So looking for great things here this season from the SaberCats softball team. Double hit that time, gives the SaberCats a point, and they've tied it up at 8. That's where we left off with the first set. Let's see if we can extend a lead here with Defoe at the service line, one of our strongest servers by far. Streaks one into the back row, quick set, handled this time by Defoe. Now McKee from the back row, gets it down off the block. Nice job by Isaac McKee. McKee also listed as a senior, but he is also a graduate student. One of 3 that they have on the SaberCats team. Long cross-court set, double block is there. He goes inside, Hoffman can't get in the right position. And that one finds the floor, tied up at 9. Checking in for the Eagles, number 16, Isaiah Robinson, junior from Aurora. Nice pass. Smith slams it home! He doesn't get too many opportunities in the front row, but when he does, he makes the most of it that time from the left side, and he creamed that ball. Coach Delosier in for a rotation check. He'll double check what in the world's going on, which Smith should be at the line. It's good that we can tell them apart. We could play one of those games like spot the differences. But tonight it's a lot easier because Drew's wearing a blue shirt. Joel's the one with the beard and the tie tied around his head. Smith puts it in there. Tight pass, and he's in the net. And Smith gets the point. Now Laycock will check in for Joel Smith. And Drew Smith, service error, brings in Rossiter back into the ballgame to check in for Holloway. These weird rituals in volleyball, and if you can figure it out, let me know. Back to serve for the Eagles, Jamison Blazing. Holloway's good pass. McKee takes the nice set over through the block, dug out, back set, into the block and down. Nice block that time by Holbrook and McKee. And the SaberCats take a 2-point lead with Holbrook back to serve. Big front line now with Valeria, McKee, and Laycock. Streaked across. And that's a 3-point lead now. Into the ball game, 25, senior Jacob Wallen. I've noticed all in the warm-ups and even in the timeouts, Wallen is definitely a leader on this team, an outspoken, vocal spirit guy, kind of guy you love to have. Gets the guys riled up, keeps them in good spirits. He's leading the cheering on the bench. Noah McConville there, libero, back to serve. Middle for McKee. Little off pace and he gets it done. 14-11. Whiffed on the attack. Air ball. And Smith back to serve again. Little miscommunication between the setter and the hitter, and that can make you look silly quick. Or a gain into the block, dug out by Holbrook. Now back row attack for Smith. That was a scorcher. Rattling around in the ceiling and gets stuck. I have not seen that happen. I've been here for 11 years. I think we have to wait to see if it's going to come down. If it's like on the golf course, you just wait for like the wind to blow it in the cup. But I think that's a do-over in volleyball. Oh my goodness. Wallen made no mistake on that one and throws it down for a kill. Been a while since that's happened where we've got a ball stuck up in the ceiling. Times they told him it was out. He played it anyway. And on the attack arrow, Valeria skies one. And the point goes to the Eagles. Bertone back to serve again. Bertone is a junior from Bensonville. McKee down the line, dug out by their libero. Now back row attack, handled by Defoe. Set up for Holbrook. Middle hit, Walleen. McKee does the splits, nearly kicked Holloway in the face. But in the commotion, the ball hit the floor. And the SaberCats lead is trimmed to 1. And Raton back for his third serve of this game. Slaps it across. Back row attack by Holbrook. Oh, it was a good spike, but it's out of bounds, and we're tied up at 15. Defoe with a tricky, sneaky attack into the block. They were there for it, but he used them and gets another kill. Crafty. Rossiter in for Holloway. Bad set. Wallin keeps it in. Cross to Defoe, left-handed into the center of the court. Quick middle hit, left-handed poke, finds the floor. He had all day to think about that one, as he poked it across and found an unattended space on the SaberCat side. Now Drew Smith checks in for Holbrook in the back line. Back to serve, Aragin. Looking for placement over power, and on the miss hit, he scores an ace. Rossiter with a nice attack, but it's dug out. Off the block, out of bounds. Score it to the Eagles, and they're up by 2, 18-16. And DeLozier says, let's talk this over before it gets any further out of hand. She senses they can take this set. They can right the ship. We will be right back. So far, the difference in this ball game is definitely the kill percentage. The Eagles are killing at a rate of 300 to just 125 for the SaberCats. Decent attack that time by Valeria. And on the wheel route, Wallin tries to put it down. The SaberCats get it back across. Nice defense. Now quick set in the middle. And Wallin kills it to the floor. Without a double block in the middle, he is just going to pick you apart, especially with that quick set. Aragin still serving. Valeria! Nice kill through the block, but it's dug out. Now Wallin. Dug by McKee. Smith from the back row, off the ceiling. Kept alive, and now guided across by Wallin. Valeria with a nice hit off the block, but it's dug. Now across court. Attacking again into the block. Valeria digs that one out. Smith brings it back into the middle, and McKee sends it across. Wheel route. Wallin out of bounds. No touch. SaberCats point. The Eagles thought they had one there, but it sailed out of bounds. Now Smith will admit the touch. And the Eagles take the point after all. Integrity point there that time for the Eagles, as the officials didn't see it. And Valeria will check back in. The substitution is nullified. And Aragin will serve it up again. Now into the ball game for the Eagles, Greg Geek. Sorry, Geeky. Quick set, Rossiter into the block, but it's dug out. Now outside, floated across, McKee is there. Drew Smith puts it up, now Rossiter from behind him. Off 2, now goes over. Rossiter with another quick attack. Wallin puts it down. Man, that is tough. He can just wait you out. Aragin has been serving for a long time. And Delosier says, let's talk once again. We'll take a quick timeout. The score is 16-21.
The Master of Nonprofit Administration is a 32-credit master's degree that we offer here at Maranatha, the purpose of which is to prepare students to go out and serve and lead in a nonprofit setting. The Master of Nonprofit Administration program will take them through several other courses that are specifically designed to help them lead and manage a nonprofit. For instance, we'll look at nonprofit management, financial. We'll look at the legal aspects that are pretty unique to nonprofits. And then we'll also couple that with several organizational leadership courses so they're able to couple the aspects of nonprofit.
Still serving, Javier Aragin. Dug out by Smith. Now Rossiter with a conventional attack this time, avoids the block and finds the floor. Stops the bleeding, 21-17. Hoffman in for Valeria. And he will step to the service line. In for the Eagles, 17, Brian Robinson. Robinson. McKee got a hand on it, but Robinson gets the kill. Robinson requests for the opportunity to serve. Coach gives him the chance. He's feeling it, serves it across. Now Holbrook. Trying to find that corner. He had a good idea with that one. Trying to catch Robinson in the corner, but it sails long. And circumstances are getting dire for the SaberCats. Robinson serves that one out. He's one and one. Defoe back to serve. From his usual left side attack here, left-handed. Jump serve. Sails it across. Quick hit. Dug out by Defoe. Now free ball for Hoffman. Another quick hit, out of bounds. No touch. SaberCats take the point. Double clutch, tipped across. Holbrook, nice kill. Defoe screams in another one. Dug out. Quick set. Nice dig out by scramble by the SaberCats, but Hoffman's attempt at a back to the net dig sails wide, and it is game point for the Eagles. Back to serve, number 3, Tom Krasinski. Nice block that time by Rossiter. The SaberCats have life. It is game point, but they're at 21. Drew Smith to the line to serve. Big front line in here to try and block and play some defense. As Smith floats one across into the middle. Dug out, back set. No block. Dug out by Defoe. Set across now to Laycock. Puts it line. Dug out tight. Quick, Wallen puts it down to the floor, and the Eagles take set 2.
Research tells us that the early years are so essential for children's development. What they learn, what they do affects their brain development all their life long. So laying that strong foundation is really essential. Students learn so much from our early childhood program. Really, when they step outside of the gates at Maranatha, they have everything they need to operate their own classroom. Our students get such a good mixture of theory and practice. So they get to go teach a lesson, and they get to come right here to Kitty Campus to do that in many instances. They also go to a Christian school in the area and public schools as well. So they get a variety of practical experiences all throughout their education. We try to look at children the way God looks at children. Children are God's special creation. They are made in His image. God has a special purpose for each one of them, and we try to give each student a vision for educating that child to the praise of His glory. Some of our students go on to manage child care centers. Some of our students work in Christian schools, public schools. They're just equipped for a variety of settings, and they can use the tools that they have been given wherever God places them in their ministry.
Take a quick look at the stat leaders from the first two sets. For the Eagles, Joshua Santos leads all scorers with 8 kills. Their normal high kill man is Javier Araguin, and he has 6. Blazing and Kozlowski have 4 apiece. For the SaberCats, Philip Holbrook, the normal stat leader, has 5 kills, with McKee close at hand with 4. Rossiter has 3. Taylor Defoe with 14 assists. And the difference on the night, Krasinski has 28 assists for the Eagles. The attack percentage continues to be a wide margin, with the SaberCats converting on only 10% of their attacks to 28%, nearly 29% for the Judson Eagles. So the SaberCats will look to take one back here in the third set. As our rotations get set, the antenna straightened. We're down 1 ball on the night. It's still stuck in the rafters. Need to find a freshman to climb up there and retrieve that one. Maybe event staff. That's one of those other duties to be specified later on the job description. Back to serve for the Eagles. Tom Krasinski screams one across the net to start the third set. Rossiter into the middle, dug out. Back set now. Cross-court attack, dug by Hoffman. Nice pass. Bad set by Holbrook. Goes across, and it's killed down. And out of bounds for the Eagles' first point. No, they're going to say the SaberCats. They're giving that to the SaberCats. I don't know why. I'm confused. Coach Gardner for the Eagles is also asking the same question I am. No rotation. And Drew Smith. Kozlowski stays in the air long enough to convert on that attack. And now Laycock will come in for Joel Smith. And Rossiter comes in and right back out for Holloway as soon as the official confirms the substitution. And Holloway is back for the back row duties. And back to serve, Jamison Blazing for the Eagles. Back set, Holbrook kills it into the middle of the court. Nicely done. And Valeria comes in for Hoffman. Big front line now for the SaberCats. Holbrook in the back. Holbrook and Defoe along with Holloway in the back line. Quick set. Now across, Valeria. Nice turn. He turned and ripped it down the line. He has gotten, I've watched him improve from this left side in these last 6 or 7 matches here on the home court. He was so tentative early on from this left side in particular, but he has figured out that attack and gets it going. Tight pass, attacked at the net, and the Eagles are there in the net. 4-1 now. SaberCats with a nice little lead here early in the third set, down 0-2. See if we can turn things around with Holbrook at the service line. Screams it across off the top of the net. Again, now back to him, into the block, out of bounds. And the Eagles stop the bleeding. Checking into the ball game, 25, Jacob Wallen. Wallen and Santos in the lineup here in the front line, along with Again. That's a tough matchup for the SaberCats with those three killers in the front line. Valeria into the block and down. Raise your hand if you saw that one coming. Back to serve, Trevor Kozlowski. Slaps it across. Defoe shot that one across for McKee. They had the play on, and McKee was there in good time to get there before the block could get fully set, which is what you got to do when you got these tall killers in the front. You got to get there before they can. Joel Smith now to serve. Screams one across. Wallen is there, shows the guns, and gets the kill. Ratone in for Santos. It says 5-7 on the program. I demand a recount. Valeria gets the touch, probably was out of bounds. The number 8, Dameron Benton, was there and got the touch for the Eagles and gives the SaberCats their 6th point of the ball game here in the third set. Holloway out, Rossiter in. Rossiter, Defoe, and Valeria at front line now for the SaberCats. McKee at the service line, tries to float one across and just smacks it flat, little flat tire. And on the service error, the margin is just 1 with Again, their strongest server of the last couple of sets, is back to do the duties. Defoe gets there, back set for Valeria. Backhands it down the line. Into the middle of the court, dug out by Holbrook. And a miss hit by Rossiter. It just came right at him. Not much you can do with that one when that pass comes straight at your face, coming about 1,000 miles an hour. And this one's tied up at 6. The Eagles have overcome an early 4-point margin and tied it up. Again at the line. His serve is not a fast-paced serve, but it just dies when it gets to you. But it's handled that time by the SaberCats. And Holbrook gets another kill. And 1-point lead, Hoffman takes to the service line. And he'll float one across. Nice short serve that time. He gets the ace. All right, Jordan. Why not? Hoffman, another nice short serve. Blazes one right into the block, and Rossiter puts it down. Hoffman again, his third serve. This time a little more pace. Off pace that time by Wallen, and Holbrook grabbed the net. He just hung in the air too long, and he caught the net on the way down. Made it obvious. Noah McConville, nice serve, dove in. McKee, though, handles it. And Holbrook puts it down the line. Out of bounds. The Eagles up by 1 now, third set with a 2-set lead. Hoffman, nice pass. Rossiter tries to put it down. Instead, it's blocked back across. Holbrook held on to it a little too long, and it stays on the SaberCats side of the net. And the Eagles take the point. McConville back to serve again. Holbrook got under it. No touch. SaberCats asking, but no admission on the part of the Judson Eagles, and they take a 1-point lead. I think that one was too tall to touch. Nice serve. Defoe does what he can to try and put it across. Blazing tips it across. McKee now. Up for Holbrook. Flat-footed, but he put it out of bounds. He stares in disbelief. Coach Delosier asking for the touch. No admission on the part of the Eagles. No VAR here in the Division III men's volleyball. Now the referees will confer, search their souls whether or not that was touched. I don't know what's to discuss. Either you saw a touch or you didn't. Did you? No, I didn't see one. I don't know, but the coach seems like maybe she saw one. She's usually not wrong about these things. Yeah, but how are we going to just reverse ourselves? Well, let's just talk about it for a little while and do what we were going to do anyway. All right, Eagles point. That conclusion was actually never in doubt, but they put on a good show. Now they explain it to the captain. We were actually just talking about where to eat dinner after the game. Okay, thank you, sir. And still at the service line, Noah McConville. Joel Smith from the black line, but it's dug out by Aragine. Now Blazing, strong down the line, but it's out of bounds, and the SaberCats take the point. I gotta say, that's the kind of hit that you actually don't mind hitting out of bounds. It's so much fun to hit the ball that hard. You just imagine maybe it could have been in bounds. Defoe screams one across, dug by Aragine. Quick into the middle. Raise your hand if you saw that coming. Kozlowski gets another kill. Let's see how many that is on the night for Kozlowski. He's had a few of those. Yep, that's his 6th kill. He now is 2nd place on their team, tied with Aragine for 6 kills. Santos still leads with 8. Holbrook also has 8 kills for the SaberCats. McKee, nice pass. Papa Jimmy throws one down. Okay. Nice kill by Rossiter. Little confusion now on the rotation. There's a discussion. Three coming in for 1 is an illegal rotation, so 3 comes in for 16. We got no problem. All right, so this is going to be a point for the SaberCats. You're going to let them do a redo? I don't know what it means when the ref pats the back of his hand, what that signal is. Now Coach Delosier comes over for an explanation. I don't know, I guess you just call it even. Seems like somebody ought to get a point for that. Drew Smith, service error. He was going for the line shot. It was a good idea, actually, because that one definitely would have gone down. But he catches the top of the net. And now he'll rotate out. Holloway takes the back line duties. Blazing back to serve. Top spin. Holbrook handles it. Cross court to McKee. Gets over the block, dug out. Now it's a back set for Aragine. Hoffman's there, nice pass. Holbrook uses the block. Nice kill. Philip Holbrook with his 9th kill of the night. SaberCats athletics royalty in the house tonight. Tori Rosine, formerly Delosier. Nice dig out by Holbrook, got the angle he had, but that one is killed down by Brian Robinson in the middle. Her husband, Ethan Rosine, was a Maranatha standout football player, captain, the SaberCats football team back in his day. And the two of them here in the house tonight with their young daughter, future SaberCat. McKee tries to find space, but instead finds Aragine. Valeria into Robinson, and he gets the kill. Tied him up. Robinson will be subbed out for 22, who I don't have listed on this roster. So I can't tell you who that is. Sometimes the away jerseys don't line up. Smith with a service error. Looked like he was going for a little off pace, trying to catch him sleeping in the front row. Now back to serve, number 9, Cameron Hacker. 6'1" sophomore out of Hoffman Estates, Illinois. And Hacker floats one across. Nice pass. Valeria into the block, dug out by the unknown stranger. And give the kill to Isaiah Robinson, junior from Aurora. Solo block that time by Aragine. Holbrook, no, Holloway was there. Smith, back row, floats it across. That's up and down in basketball, but you can do it in volleyball. McKee blocked in the middle by Aragine and Wallen. It's down. And the margin is 5 here in the third set. Already down 2. Times are getting tough for the SaberCats tonight. Into the ballgame, 21, Brody Solbrig. Nice pass. Back row attack. Smith into the block. Solbrig right into the ballgame and immediately gets a solo block on a back row attack. That's a tough one. Now in 18, Greg Jiki. Back row, McKee finds a solo block but can't get the kill. Nice hit that time, but it's dug out. Setter goes on 2. Now Defoe sets Valeria again, trying to find the hot hand. Solbrig earning some playing time for himself tonight. Couple of nice plays here. Gets a kill. Into the ballgame, 8, Demarion Benton. Valeria, cross court, dug out. Free ball finds the floor, and the SaberCats earn the point. Let's see if they can stop the bleeding here. McKee back to serve. Nice to see him go on a little run here with Valeria, Defoe, and now Rossiter back into the front line. Nice serve. That's a tough one. Smith, back row. Cheeky, nice angle. Dug out. Valeria. Dug, scramble, now free. Nice defense. Quick hitter for Rossiter. Dug out. Cheeky into the block, gets the kill. And on the service error, that's a side out. Looks like Hoffman will check in. And step to the line for the serve. That's a tough one, probably one you should just let go on that soft dink. You've got to trust the defense is going to be there. But Rossiter got a hand on it, disrupted the flow, and that one finds the floor. It's a 7-point lead here in the third set. Solberg back to serve. Quick one for Rossiter, and he puts it home. That's 5 kills on the night for James Rossiter. Off the block and out of bounds. That kill for 16, Isaiah Robinson. Now he'll step back to serve. Pass. Nice set. Boy, Rossiter was able to extend on that one. The block didn't get into position. He could have been absolutely jailed over there with that tight set, but instead it turns out perfectly for him, and he goes line and finds the floor. Now Drew Smith back from the corner, floats one across deep. Quick hitter in the middle, Robinson, and he finds the corner. Nice placement on that shot, and it's game point, match point for the Eagles. As Holloway checks in. Back to serve, number 6, Samuel Voivoda. Service error. A little bit of life back for the Sabercats. Joel Smith toes the line, waiting for Fatma or Laycock to notice that it's his turn to take a seat. Holbrook back to serve. Floats it deep. Quick set for Robinson. Miss set error. And it's 19. Still game point. Laycock back into the ball game. Big hit for Greg Geeky, and he puts an end to this match. And the Judson Eagles take it in 3 sets. And a nice outing for the Sabercats. They made it a ball game here in the third set, but they fall 3-0.